That's what you want.
Speaking of Cleveland, LeBron James and these Lakers, Cleveland's native son, up 2-0 on these Rockets. Doing this without Luka, doing it without Austin Reeves. That's about 60 points of production. Lakers down 6 with 30 seconds to go. This is an interesting stat. Teams are 1-1,786 when trailing by 6 or more with 30 seconds to go in the playoffs. The Lakers are going to force our researchers to rewrite that stat. LeBron hits the triple. We are tied at 101. Massive shot by LeBron James, the 41-year-old who played 45 minutes in this game. Alperen Sengun for the win. 33 points, just none right there. Remember, the Rockets are having to do this without Kevin Durant, who's missing this game with an ankle injury. LeBron for the win. Oh, he had the distance. He had the line. It was just a touch off. Houston had a 97% chance to win that game according to our analytics with 30 seconds to go. Instead, we are in overtime. Marcus Smart had 8 points in the extra frame. Showing up. Rui Hachimura there, driving baseline. Lakers up by 4. Sengun working on DeAndre Ayton. He's going to get this home bounce. So the Rockets now down just 2. A minute to play. Same score. Sengun, oh, he was close. He was in his neighborhood. He was in his kitchen. But look at LeBron, the veteran, who spent more than half of his living life in the NBA. The heady play. 29 points offensively. But that turnover right there giving the Lakers a 3-0 series advantage. And to break it all down, NBA analyst Quentin Richardson, Q, fantastic to see you. We have seen LeBron James show up and show out in these playoffs, but maybe Game 3 in Houston was a certain different level of special. What message did 41-year-old LeBron send to the rest of the league and these Lakers?
I mean, like he's been doing this whole season, he's showing that he's still a top-tier player and still one of the top talents and can get it done and can lead a team. I mean, he's 41 years old and he's beating 20-year-olds to the 50-50 balls on the floor, out-scrapping them, throwing lobs to his son, for God's sakes. And, I mean, the message I see him sending right now is, hey, listen, we got a chance to sweep right here. Don't let me get rest. Don't let me get Luka and AR back, and we can possibly be really freaking scary in these playoffs if you guys give me a chance to rest up. If we could sweep Houston and then they can get to that next series and get Luka and AR, I don't know what might happen out in LA.
They were sizable underdogs coming into this series. They really were. And back east, meanwhile, hey, we didn't even know if we would have Jason Tatum this season at all. And here he is, Q. He's putting up 25 points. He's playing 42 minutes in this series, giving Boston a 2-1 series lead. How do we put it into perspective? How do you define what Jason Tatum's doing right now?
I literally don't, guys. I don't know how I was thinking about it when I'm watching. I was talking to some of my peers that's played in the league, guys that's had injuries and stuff, and it's like you don't expect a guy to come back and to be this good, this fast. We all, like all of us was giving them like, yeah, he can come back. We expect him to, go out there and just ease his way back. We didn't even put a points on it, how many he would score. And for him to be out here doing these things and looking like he's in mid-season form, like he's been playing all season long, this is just unbelievable. And it speaks to the level of commitment that he put into his training and how hard he worked to get back. Because to be this far ahead of schedule is insane to me. I've never seen it.
Randy's already calling Lakers-Celtics NBA Finals. I said,
not.
Randy, slow it down. Slow it down. A lot of playoffs left, and that's maybe a good thing. Q for the 3-seed Knicks and the 3-seed Nuggets, who find themselves both down 2-1 in their respective series. In your estimation, which 3-seed, though, is in the most trouble?
I say Denver, guys. I say Denver. When I look over there and I don't see an Aaron Gordon in uniform, Peyton Watson, who's another versatile defender for them, I think they're in the most trouble. They're playing against a hungry Minnesota team, and we know what Ant-Man can do. And look how good Rudy Gobert has been playing and Jaden McDaniels. And so I think when you look at it, New York still has a chance, although they down 2-1 out there in Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is not as dangerous a team as Minnesota to go against. So yeah, man, I think Denver is in trouble right now. They gotta overcome this and get back in it.
They can get even, and it's tonight, 8:30 Eastern on ABC. Q Rich, we appreciate the insight as always. NBA playoffs continuing today with the aforementioned Oklahoma City Thunder. There are 4 games today. Top-seeded OKC heading to Phoenix looking to grab a 3-0 series lead. A win tonight would mark the third consecutive postseason OKC has taken a 3-love lead in the first round. Then tipping off at 1 p.m. Eastern, Detroit heading down south for Game 3 against the Magic. Pistons looking to build off of a dominant defensive effort in Game 2, holding the Magic to its lowest scoring output of the entire season. 8:30 Eastern, Nuggets looking to even up their series against the Timberwolves, avoid their first 3-game losing streak in the playoffs since 2022. Ant-Man has been outstanding for Minnesota. And then there's arguably the most electric series of the first round. New York looking to even things up against Atlanta after a Game 3 heartbreaker fueled by that clutch shot from the Hawks' CJ McCollum. And that's where we start with our NBA senior writer, Vince Goodwill. Vince, our part-time colleague, CJ McCollum, has now closed out the Knicks in each of the last 2 games. So dare I ask, what is New York's approach now to containing our fellow cast member?
Well, you got to see a little bit of it in Game 3 when the Knicks put Josh Hart on C.J. McCollum for a period of time, and it kind of slowed him down, except on that last possession where Miles McBride was guarding C.J. McCollum for that last bucket. And that is a change that the Knicks are considering, is pulling Mikal Bridges, who only played 5 minutes in the second half, and on the spot duty, he's minus 26, maybe pulling him for Miles McBride to start Game 4. The Knicks know they cannot afford another slow start in Atlanta. Mike Brown said it's going to be a game-time decision. He would not tip his hand, but clearly benching Mikal Bridges and putting Miles McBride in is an option.
Both conferences, meanwhile, East and West, are awaiting the return of stars, a combined 14-plus feet of human being. Let's start in Philadelphia. What's the latest you're hearing on Joel Embiid?
Well, Joel Embiid went through shoot-around, and he's going through basketball conditioning, and he's done all the check marks since having his appendix surgery, but he was not able to go last night. He was not cleared by the Philadelphia 76ers training staff. We all know the 76ers lost last night. Another day in between for Game 4. It could be possible that he returns for Game 4. And if we go out west in Portland for Victor Wembanyama, this is where things start to get interesting. He's dealing with a concussion, of course, but he made the trip to Portland, which is a huge development for them. San Antonio, of course, beat Portland last night in Game 3. That gives them a little bit more of a cushion. Victor pushed the play last night, but the training staff ruled against it. They do have more time to play with, so it could be possible that Victor Wembanyama returns for Game 4 in San Antonio as well.
All right, that one's coming your way tomorrow. That's 3:30 Eastern on ESPN. Vince Goodwill with the latest on SportsCenter. Thank you, sir.
Let's talk more about it. Sports betting analyst Aaron Dolan joining the program. EKD, great to see a lot of injured stars, as you just heard, but we can always bet on and count on Nikola Jokic being out there. Really Denver's hope. What is the move surrounding him tonight?
So I'm looking at Jokic to go over 30.5 points tonight. And this points prop continues to increase each game, despite him ending under his points prop in every game during this series. But eventually, things are going to turn around for him. He's only averaging 25 points per game through this series. But again, a guy like Jokic, to me, feels like he's due for a big scoring night. We know that once in a while, he can drop 40 or plus points. So I just think knowing that Minnesota is up 2-1 in this series, Jokic is going to have a big game. And considering this prop continues to increase, of course, the books feel he's due as well. It's going to be Jokic over 30.5 points.
27 points in Denver's Game 3 loss to those Timberwolves. Who else, EKD, do you like to go over their point total today?
So looking at Jalen Brunson to go over 27.5 points. Just like Jokic, each game of the series, his prop continues to increase, but he's averaging 28 points per game in this series. He also holds the Knicks record in the postseason with 8 40-plus point performances. So he's one of those guys that's reliable. We know the minutes are going to be there. The opportunity is going to be there. And again, they don't want to go down more games, so I do think if they're going to win this game, Jalen Brunson is going to have a big game, so I like him over his points prop of 27.5.
An off output in this last game. 0 for 5 from 3 turnovers. Let's stay on the threes. Who from OKC could leave us saying OMG from 3, Aaron?
How about Chet Holmgren to go over 1.5 made threes? He hit over this mark in both games so far in this series. And look, I'll give it to Phoenix. They're a very good team. of defending the three. They're holding opponents to 35% shooting from beyond the arc, but when it comes down to playing against OKC, that jumps to 40%. We also know that Jalen Williams is going to be out, so there should be opportunity for a guy like Chet, who's gone 5 for 12 already from beyond the arc. So I do like him to go over 1.5 made threes tonight.
Thunder up 2-0 in that series against the Suns. Check out DraftKings Sportsbooks and get going. Aaron, great to see you. Thanks.